Have you ever felt it? That strange, nagging feeling that something is off, not just with your life, your job, or your relationships, but with the very fabric of life itself. The feeling that you've been dropped into a game without the rule book, and the game itself seems fundamentally flawed, and you're not even sure you want to play. It's the quiet whisper that says, "I don't like this existential format of being human." If that thought has ever crossed your mind, you're not alone, and you're not crazy. You are tapping into one of the oldest and most profound streams of human consciousness. This isn't just a modern feeling born from social media or late-stage capitalism. This is the bedrock question of philosophy. Let's start with the existentialists of the 20th century. Thinkers like Jean-Paul Sartre looked at the human condition and declared that we are condemned to be free. There's no preordained purpose, no divine plan, no instruction manual. We are terrifyingly, absolutely responsible for creating our own meaning in a meaningless universe. Then you have Albert Camus, who defined this situation as the absurd. The absurd is the clash, the painful friction between our human desire for meaning and order, and the cold, silent, indifferent universe that offers none. It's like screaming a question into the Grand Canyon and only ever hearing the echo of your own voice. But it gets deeper. Postmodern thinkers took this a step further. Philosophers like Jean-François Lyotard talked about an incredulity toward meta-narratives. That's a fancy way of saying we've stopped believing in the big, overarching stories that used to give us comfort and purpose. The promise of eternal salvation, the inevitable march of progress, the triumph of reason. They're all crumbling. And thinkers like Michel Foucault showed us how even the systems we live in, school, work, the economy, are structures of power that define and discipline us. We aren't just living, we are being shaped, molded, and directed. This is where the philosophy meets the pavement. Because this existential format isn't just an abstract puzzle. It manifests in the mundane, grinding details of our lives, the suffering, the endless, exhausting rat race. We wake up, we work, we consume, we sleep. We run on a treadmill, chasing a carrot on a stick that we're told will bring us happiness, only to find the carrot is a hologram. We feel like a cog in a machine we didn't build, for a purpose we don't understand. And at the heart of this machine is the most brutal, brilliant trick of all, procreation. Nature, in its blind, relentless drive to continue, has played a cosmic joke on us. It has hardwired our biology with an overwhelming urge to create more life, to continue the race. But what race are we continuing? From this perspective, procreation is the act of forcefully enlisting a new, non-consenting soul into this format of suffering. Nature has cleverly disguised this violent, obscene continuation of the struggle with the illusion of love, the promise of legacy, the deep satisfaction of instinct. It's a genetic con job, and we are both the victims and the willing accomplices, blindly passing the torch of suffering from one generation to the next. So you see it all. The philosophical void, the crumbling narratives, the oppressive systems, the biological trap. You see the glitch in the human operating system, and you think, I don't like this, I want out. So is this it? A cosmic trap with no escape? Is this format the final version, or is it just a phase? What if this entire, insufferable human format is not a destination, but a transition, a chrysalis? What if we are meant to transcend it, to march forward on the ladder of evolution to go beyond this insufferable current format? This isn't just wishful thinking. Both the ancient philosophies like Eastern Vedanta and the modern science do point to that very direction. This current state is a transitory state that will be superseded by better formats. So, perhaps our purpose isn't to find meaning within the format, but to actively participate in creating the next one. So, we just have to be patient and do whatever we can to fast-track this evolutionary growth. That's why my channel's name is Growth Conscious. Now, normally this is the part of the video where I'm supposed to give you those classic cookie-cutter solutions, right? You know, the stuff that supposedly fixes all your existential dread in one weekend, boosts your growth. Meditate, be mindful, start a gratitude journal. Yeah, those. We're not going to do that, because offering those as a quick fix is an insult to the depth of what you're feeling. But we also have to be honest about something else. There is a reason those practices have become cliches. It's because they are the echoes of ancient wisdom. They are popular because they are useful. And they are useful because, when practiced with patience and discipline over long periods, they can actually help. They don't solve existence, but they can help you manage it. They don't remove the suffering, but they can change your relationship to it. They won't fix the absurd, indifferent universe, but they can carve out a small space of peace within it. Think of it less as a cure and more as learning to build a raft while you're already lost at sea. The feeling that something is wrong is not a sign that you are broken. It's a sign that you are awake. The glitch is not a bug, it's a feature. And learning to navigate it is the work of a lifetime. If you've ever looked at the world and thought, I don't like this, you're not wrong. You're not a pessimist, you're a realist. You're seeing the absurdity of it all. You're seeing the suffering, the rat race, the blind continuation of a cycle that is, from a certain point of view, utterly pointless. You are not alone in this feeling. This is the human condition, raw and unfiltered. And the first step, the most important step, is to simply acknowledge it, to sit with the discomfort, the confusion, the anger. To look the absurdity of existence straight in the eye and say, I see you.